Welcome to part 2 of our Clear Safety training video, Perform a Systemic Screening. In part 1, we covered the first 3 steps of the process. In part 2, we'll cover steps 4 through 6. Let's pick up where we left off. Step 4, evaluate risk factors. We know something is a risk factor when the percentage of crashes on roads with that characteristic exceeds the percentage of total roadway miles that share that characteristic. Here's an example. Click on the chart icon under the Facility Type category. You can see that the percentage of crashes for a 4-lane road is greater than the miles of that road. 573 crashes occur on roads that make up only 120 miles. Now, in the left panel, find the Add button, or the plus sign, to enter the total number of lanes. Check the box for 1, 2, 3, and 4, then click the Add button again. A single row for total number of lanes is now added to the Selected Risk Factors grid at the bottom of the chart. Now find the Chart button on the left panel for Annual Average Daily Traffic, or AADT. The chart shows that roads with an AADT range between 10,000 and 14,999 are a risk factor. The percentage of crashes on roads with these AADTs is greater than the percentage of miles with these AADTs. Click the Add button, the plus sign for AADT, and check off the boxes for the following risk factors: less than 500, 500 to 1,999, 2,000 to 4,999, 5,000 to 9,999, and 10,000 to 14,999. Then select the Add button. Click Next, and we'll move on to Step 5, Conduct Risk Assessment. Clear will screen the network for risk factors. It prioritizes high-risk locations. The risk factors for our example are 1 through 4 lanes and an AADT less than 15,000 vehicles per day. To conduct the assessment, find the risk factor weights in the pick list in the upper left corner. In the Totals column, which is on the far right of the screen, type 2 in the Filter Text input box within the column header. You'll see that 2,845 out of 11,074 segments have a risk score of 2. Click the red Save Selected Sites button in the upper right corner of the grid to save the 5 US 11 sites with a risk score of 2. Then click Next. Finally, we'll move on to Step 6, Visualize Sites. 5 sites have been identified as candidate locations for safety improvements. Click the Zoom To button on the right side of the grid to zoom into each site. The bottom 2 sites have a lower risk rank. To remove the sites, select the checkbox next to those sites and click Remove Selected Sites. When the dialog box pops up to remove the sites, click Update. If you want to export the sites, click Export, and a zipped folder appears in your Downloads folder. To close the report, click the Save button, mark the report as complete, and exit. Congratulations! You've completed a systemic screening using Clear Safety and now know how to identify high-risk locations. If you have any questions, you can email the address on your screen.